How's it going, you guys? We are inside. I'm still super sick. I think it's just like a sinus cold or something like that. My head feels like it's swelling. And it's raining outside. So I thought that we would just be inside and I would give you guys kind of a tour of our seed starting office guest room and an update on kind of a few projects that we've done because some of them I already have flowers. And some other things look really, really good. So I wanted to give you guys an update on a few things and show you guys this office. This is where we pack orders and start seeds and edit videos. And if anybody comes over, this is where they sleep. So it's a very teeny tiny multi-purpose room. But there's some exciting things that are happening in here. And we spend a lot of time in this room. And so I thought that I would show you guys around because I don't think I've ever really like shown this room off, and we just kind of like reorganized it. It wasn't laid out the best, and so now we're utilizing the space way better. This piece of furniture though is gonna go. We're gonna get rid of this and we're gonna find something that suits our needs a little bit better because this is just like a little closet-y thing and then some shelves. And honestly, we need more shelves. This has like our winter jackets hung up and we could honestly hang them up somewhere else. So we're gonna still work on this room a little bit. It needs help, but it's coming along. So let me turn the camera around and show you guys the seedling updates because it's exciting and how everything else looks. So I am standing in the corner, like right up against the bed here. Like I said, a very small room, but this is where we store everything. So this is my basket collection, my hoard of baskets. With the exception of the one that I have down there, and I think I have a couple tucked in there that I don't think I need to show you guys because this is a mess. But this is our main rack that we work off, and this is the desk, and then this is the new window that we just installed. Brent did all of the trim work on it, and he got that all finally finished, which ended up being really, really nice. So that's all done. It's all painted, and it looks so much better. The window is huge now. The window used to stop about there, and it used to stop right about there. So the first thing that I wanted to show you guys is these Mary Poppin daffodils. They're blooming. They're starting to bloom. I have one there. I have one there in this container that you guys saw me pot up. And so this is so exciting. And then next to it in this blue container that you guys also saw me do, the daffodils are coming in this. No blooms yet, but the foliar growth is absolutely phenomenal right now. It is so big, and I can't stop staring at this. Aren't those so unique? They're so cool. There's one coming there, there's one coming right there, there's a couple around on the back side, and then I guess I'll give it the update on the ZZ plant also. This is the one that we did, I guess we've done a lot of containers recently. This is the one that has zero drainage in it. And honestly, like, I didn't get any comments saying that you guys didn't believe me, but it's happy. It's putting on some new growth right now, which is exciting. And there's another piece in the back there that's coming up also. And so ZZ plant is doing really, really well. I just moved it into this room. Normally it's in the dining room. And so I just have it here to give it a little bit more light. It's honestly pretty dark in our like dining living room thing that we have. And then if we come this way, I don't know if you guys noticed this picture right here, but these are the ones that I had seen at the antique shop 8th and Main in Chico, and I had pointed out how I liked them. I'd been looking at them for a really long time, and then Christmas came, and one of my sisters, her name's Kai, the one that's in SoCal, she ended up buying them for me. So we have the one there. We have one behind the door. Look at that one. This one's my favorite. I love this. It's got the floor plan and everything. And then we have the third one over here. When I get a bigger house, I will have all three of these right next to each other. But for the time being, they're going to be in the guest room. And so I just love them. I think they're so much fun. This one and the other one that are, you know, this way, the portrait, they have the floor plans. And then the one that's landscape is just a like photo of the house. So I need to do a little more research on them because I don't know much about them, but I absolutely love them. And then on this desk right here, I just brought the other blue planter in here. This is the ivy that we did. And look, it's pushing out new growth, which is so exciting. It's very full, very happy. I have it on this little pedestal tray right here. And I just use vintage plates. That's my favorite thing to do, is use vintage plates that I find at like the Goodwill. I use those as saucers. And then I have another one of these daffodils right here. Look at, this is so exciting. And there are so many more to come from this, which is really, really exciting. I'm so glad that these worked out. I was pretty nervous that I wasn't actually gonna get blooms from them, and so to be able to get the blooms and enjoy them this early is really exciting. And then I have this terrarium here, which I have had for probably 3 years now. It has a little palm in it, and it's doing really, really well. I have not fertilized it. I've only added a little bit of water to it, maybe 2 or 3 times. And occasionally I do add some like leaf debris to add in here, and then I let it decompose. There is somebody living in here, like that's poop. So someone's living in there, and so I try to throw things in here every once in a while to like maybe feed whatever's in there. But I've had this terrarium for a couple years now, and it's doing really well. I was just finishing editing a video reviewing it, and so that's what we're working on that computer right now. And if we come over to this side, this is our seed starting side. These are the 72 cell counts that I talked about from Bootstrap Farmer, and they have all sprouted. Well, yeah, these 2 trays are sprouted. These are the Lisianthus. Only one Lisianthus died right there. This one's dead. I need to replace it, which is fine because I have a million of them left, and I'll easily be able to pop that one that's dead out with one that's very alive and very happy and healthy. And then over here, everything has come up in this tray, except this tray, not everything has come up yet. And it's the columbine that hasn't come up yet here, and the columbine that hasn't come up in the back. And that's okay, they're gonna take their sweet time. And then the mahogany splendor hibiscus, which is right there, has just started. This happened today. So I am so excited that I'm seeing the signs of life everywhere. This is huge. This just shows me that the season has started. This is the calendula. Look at, I hate the way that they hold on to their seedlings. I try to come in and pull those off because it just grosses me out. Anyways, all the calendula's up. I need to now come in and thin those out. This is the Dusty Miller, the new look. And you guys, we got 100% germination rate. I'll have to come in and thin these guys out a little bit. And then back here, well, my stalk is up. My the Black Devil pansies, they all came up. It looks like I didn't quite get 100% germination rate. The one cell that's closest to me is empty, but every other cell is up. And so absolutely exciting. And then the snapdragons also came up. This is a huge sign that spring is here. Really, really exciting. Above the seeds right there is where we do all of our packing for our merchandise, and then our hats are left up there. And so we do all of our shipping from this one shelf right here, which it's a little bit hard, but we get it done. It's okay because we don't get like an excessive amount of orders. It was hard when we first started, but I didn't have any seedlings in here, so I had more shelf space. But now that we have seedlings going and it's mellowed down a little bit, it makes it so much easier. Down this way is just where we keep storage for boxes and some other packing stuff. The old seed trays or seed starting containers that I tried using that I absolutely hated, the paper ones and these super thin plasticky ones, I hate them. And then this stuff has been a godsend. We have already dealt with aphids in the seed starting room this year down here, and so we use this and it has been amazing. Totally took care of the problems. I just see dead aphids and we ended up using it for about a week. And you guys saw me pot up these coleus. We just put them in the 3.5 inch pots. These are looking so good. I'm seeing some new nodes swell down below. Look at that, just appeared. So that's exciting, and right there. And I'm seeing it on that one. I'm seeing it on a few of them. That one already had that when we potted it up, but I can see swelling happen in most of these spots, which is really, really exciting. I think I'm gonna end up cutting apart one of these, and I'm going to make even more. I would love to have a ton of these coleus. This is the wasabi coleus, and they're such a bright, vivid green color. They're so pretty. And so I'd love to have a massive drift of these. Maybe if I could have, you know, like 15 of them or something like that, or 12 of them, that would be really pretty. I just love this color, and I think in mass it would be even more gorgeous. I think it really, really big. So, yeah, if I could almost do this whole tray up to here, and then I'll do 3 of something else, but I would really like to have a ton of these coleus this year. And then on this last shelf, this is also exciting. You guys saw me put this together a few months ago now. This is Scabiosa that I pulled from our lawn, and this is the Euringium that I pulled from the lawn also. It was just little teeny tiny roots. I did not think it was gonna make it. I ended up killing 1, 2, 3, 4 of them, and I have a whole bunch of plants. I didn't think that they were gonna make it, so this was a really exciting experiment. This was just pieces of the roots, and they all have come up. They're all doing really, really well. They were covered in aphids. You can see like the dead bodies on that leaf right there, and we used the Midex right there, and we sprayed it every couple days, and that totally eradicated the problem. And then we were dealing with gnats, so I put out 2 of these, and that totally eradicated the problem. There weren't many. I saw 2 of them, and it caught them. It also caught a normal fly, which is kind of gross. But I'm going to leave these up because they are still sticky, and they're still catching things, so I'm going to leave those up. I don't know what color the Scabiosa, or not the Scabiosa, I don't know that either, but I don't know the color of the Euringium, so that'll be an experiment. And then I also don't know the color of the Scabiosa, and this had really great germination rate. Some of these like are ready to rock and roll, they're ready to go, but I can't put them out yet. We're still getting cold. And so I don't know what color these are going to be, so that'll be an experiment. I don't know if they're going to be, you know, true to variety, or if they're going to be a different color. They could be anything, and they all came up. I killed this back corner one because this thing is at a slope, and so it angles, and I keep forgetting to rotate it, and so the ones in the back kind of suffer. So this one's dying, and this one's dying. I'm going to just rotate this, and that's what happens is I don't pay attention that well. And then over this way, this is another terrarium that I did maybe 2 years ago. It's got moss in it, and it has a Pelia or something like that. I haven't opened this thing in over a year. Look at that. Isn't that cool? Huh. I haven't seen that. Yeah, it's been in there for well over a year. There is a rock in there somewhere. There's a big rock down there. Let's close that back up though. And then this is the free ZZ plant. I have some yellowing happening on this smaller piece, but the rest of it looks pretty fine. It's like super close. It's touching the grow lights, if I'm being honest. These are the candles that I had in this cabbage container, and that obviously did not work out. These weren't getting enough light, and so some of them started to grow floppy, and then I put it under the grow lights, and you can see a ton of them started to grow super straight up. And another flower. That's so exciting. And these flowers look even bigger and stronger. Like there's another flower coming, and there's a whole bunch more coming under here. So you can see all of the little flowers that are coming on here. So this one is going to be very full and very strong. You can see there's some short ones, and there's going to be some tall ones. I think had this been under the grow light the entire time, I wouldn't have this floppiness, and these would be much stronger, like the ones that started to form up after I had already put it under the grow light. Hi, ma'am. This is very much her room, as you can tell by the dog door, or by the dog toy. And that's what are you doing? What are you doing? Ma'am? Hi. Can I help you, ma'am? What are you doing? Why don't you go look out your window? Okay. She is not a cuddly dog at all. And so when she gives attention, I try to give her as much attention as she will let me give her, because she faces away. She's not one to cuddle, and she doesn't love attention. Huh? Can we kiss? Freya? No, no kisses, no attention. She wants to be close, and she wants to know what's happening at all times, but usually she doesn't want attention, huh? She's not entertained. Oh, do I kiss for me? Oh. Thank you. So, yep, that's it. She's done. And then last that we have in here is my seed starting stuff. This is organized by what I'm going to be growing this year and what I have left to grow. So I got to organize my next round that I plan to start for the garden. That'll be later on in the week, depending on how I'm feeling. I feel like absolute garbage. I've slept and slept and slept. It's nighttime now. It's like getting to the end of the day. It's getting dark. And I just thought that I would give a quick little update because I was in here watering a few things and moving a few things around to get them more light. And so I thought that you guys would want to see it. I know that you guys have asked about the seed starting room and what we have in here and how all of that works. And then my grow lights that we do use, I got them off of Amazon. I got them 2 years ago now, and I love them. They're the Brana, they're the T5 lights. I will put the link to them in the description down below. They've been amazing, and they're all LED, so they don't get warm. I don't have to worry about them being hot. I don't have to worry about anything like that. So my plants can touch them. They're pretty strong. I do try to keep them close to the plants, so the shelf does adjust and move. But for the most part, I mean, I got them set to like different heights each shelf, and so I can adjust plants instead of having to move the plants themselves. Like, you can see this shelf right here is super close, and so like that's good for something like that. And then this shelf has a very large spacing right there, and so that's good for things like the coleus. And then this shelf is even closer to the light, and so that's really good for when I first start my seedlings. And if I need to get them even closer to the light, like a lot of things need to be very, very close, I will just put another one of these 10-20 trays underneath it to like raise it up a little bit higher. That way I don't have to move the shelves, and so I keep the shelves at different heights, and it just makes the most sense. Yeah, so I think that's the quick little tour of our office, seed starting room, guest room, and yeah, we got the window done. So I think that that's gonna be it for this video. I'm gonna go lay back down now that I've got everything watered, and I need to turn the grow lights off because it's the end of the day. So I will see you guys all in the next video. Thanks for coming along with me. Bye, guys.